The idea of sins, the wrath of Allah Almighty being concealed within sins, again, we do not know which sinful action would incur the wrath of Allah Almighty. We may consider some sinful actions to be minor, and that everyone is doing, everyone does such things, or so many people are disobeying Allah in this way, so if I have done this, then this is nothing serious. Such an attitude is very dangerous, for who knows, that very action that we have not, very sin that we thought was nothing, may cause Allah Almighty to be displeased with us, and we may be punished in the afterlife due to this. So we refrain from all sinful actions. Every sin is a danger for us, and we should refrain from it. And the awliya being hidden within the people, the wisdom behind this is that we have respect for every pious believer, every Muslim that we see, and we do not think of any believers to be inferior in any way, with this thought that this person that we are looking at, he might be very close to Allah Almighty, he might be from that elite group, he might be from the awliya, so I must be very careful not to do anything to displease, to offend him. For if I offend those who are close to Allah Almighty, then I may be punished. So Laylatul Qadr being hidden, maybe Allah Almighty wanted us to value each and every night of the year, or especially each and every night of the last 10 days of Ramadan, so that we do not do anything sinful on the night of Laylatul Qadr also. This is also mentioned by some ulama, that if we had known Laylatul Qadr was on a particular night, and we still, any individual still performed a sinful action, this sin would be a more serious offense. Knowing that it's Laylatul Qadr and such a special and auspicious night, and still disobeying Allah Almighty, that is a more serious offense than an act of disobedience without knowledge of the special nature of a night. So this is another reason why it may have been concealed by Allah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, as far as the date of Laylatul Qadr is concerned, many scholars differ in this respect, and they express their opinions about Laylatul Qadr. Some saying how it's a night which changes throughout the year. Some mention that it's on a particular night, any particular night in Ramadan, any night of Ramadan basically. Some refer to any of the odd nights taken from some of the prophetic traditions. And many scholars refer to say that the 27th of Ramadan, the 27th date of Ramadan is Laylatul Qadr, and they give their reasons. There is obviously reasoning behind this. Amongst those who say that Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th of Ramadan, the companion of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyiduna Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, as mentioned in Tafsir Sawi, he says that the 27th night in Ramadan is Laylatul Qadr. Sayyiduna Ghaus al-Azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiyallahu ta'ala an, he also has this opinion that Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th of Ramadan, as does Sayyiduna Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. And Sayyiduna Shah Abdul Aziz Muhaddis Delwi alayhi rahma, he also says that Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th night, and he gives his reasons, his evidence for for believing in this. In evidence of this, he mentions two things. Firstly, that Laylatul Qadr, it has consists of 9 letters. Laylatul Qadr consists of the Murakkab consists of 9 letters, and this is mentioned in Suratul Qadr 3 times. So you multiply 3 times 9 and comes to 27. So he says that this is an indication, the fact that Laylatul Qadr consists of 9 letters. It's mentioned 3 times, and 3 times 9, 27. That is basically an indication that it's on the 27th night. Another reason that is mentioned by him is that Laylatul Qadr, the surah itself, Suratul Qadr, it has 30 words, 30 kalimat, and the 27th kalima of the surah is here, which here actually refers to Laylatul Qadr itself. So the fact that the 27th kalima itself is an indication, is indicating, is pointing towards Laylatul Qadr in terms of expression. He says that's another reason why Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th night of Ramadan. As far as Laylatul Qadr being hidden is concerned, again we are reminded that it may be the will of Allah Almighty that we value each and every night, and especially all nights in Ramadan, and especially the nights in the final 10-day period of Ramadan. Some ulama have mentioned various supplications which one can read to attain Laylatul Qadr. One particular narration which is mentioned, one particular supplication which is mentioned, it is said that whoever reads the following dua 3 times, then 3 times at night, then such an individual would attain Laylatul Qadr. So every night this dua 3 times, and dua is as follows: La ilaha illallah al-halim al-kareem, subhanallahi rabbis samawati as-sab'i wa rabbil arshil azim. This dua can be found in Faizan Laylatul Qadr, which is a part of Faizan Ramadan, written by Amir Dawat-e-Islami Abu Bilal Maulana Muhammad Ilyas Attar Qadri Damat Barakatuhum al-Aliyah. Another way one can ensure that there is some worship is done at night, every night in fact, which would put one in a position to attain the blessings of Laylatul Qadr, is to read the Isha, Salatul Isha and Salatul Fajr with the congregation, with Jamaat, as we would say. For the beloved Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that whoever reads the Isha, offers the Isha prayer with Jamaat, with the congregation, it's as if he has prayed, he has stood up in worship, in Qiyam, for half the night. And he who offers the Fajr Salah with the congregation, it's as if he has performed, he has stood in worship for the entire night. And Imam Jalaluddin Suyuti Shafi'i alayhi rahmah, he writes that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that whosoever prays Salatul Isha with the congregation, with Jamaat, indeed he has attained his part from Laylatul Qadr. So again, in a situation where the night of Laylatul Qadr is concealed, to ensure that we do gain some part of this night, even though we don't know which for sure which night it is, we at least should